Yo, man, what's that for? Well, after the shootout at the club, I figured I needed more firepower. Yo, man, we gotta talk. Seriously, what do you think you are, Clint Eastwood? Dirty Rosewood? Welcome to Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Priest, a weekly podcast where movie enthusiasts, current and ex-movie theater projectionists, new and old friends, take the time to talk about a movie that we just watched and answer that very question, should or shouldn't you watch this? The heat is back on.
Eddie Murphy is Axel Foley.
Who is he?
I'd say he's a cop.
And the heat's back on in Beverly Hills.
It's all I can find! Does the steering work in this thing? I'm steering! Do the brake work? I haven't tried them yet!
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Starts Wednesday at a selected theater near you.
Joining me today is a reoccurring guest, Mr. Cocaine Cowboy himself, Sack Lunch.
Why does this still always come back to cocaine?
I don't know. It's just so funny to me. And I think it's just like an amalgam of when we did have that miscommunication with Coca-Cola and cocaine, and then just all the movies we're reviewing have cocaine in them, and then that one review that guy was talking about how you can't put cocaine and touch it to your mouth, you'd get sick. And you're like, no, you can.
That's not true at all.
That's not true.
Absolutely can.
I know because of a friend.
I mean, I've heard. Anyway.
I've heard on good authority. But anyway, welcome back. We are continuing our mission to give Sack Lunch the opportunity to watch all the Beverly Hills Cop movies as we prepare for the release of Beverly Hills Cop 4, aka Axel F, this July.
Maybe you need to let the listeners know when that release is.
It's probably varies. It's a Netflix joint, so let's see. So Axel F release date, at least in the United States and surrounding areas, is July 3rd of this year. So I'm assuming it's going to be wide where all regions will get it at the same time. But I've heard various different things and different stories about different movies where, like, for example, right now, me and my son love Godzilla. They had a recent Japanese iteration called Godzilla -1, and it was not a wide release in the United States, and we couldn't go. Plus my son was, he can read, but like reading that much subtitles, because it's a subtitled movie, might be hard for him. Okay. So I was waiting for maybe a dubbed version, and it's been like, I don't know, 7 or 8 months since its release, and usually it comes out on, even like you could do video on demand or something, but it hasn't been available at all. And I think today it was released on Netflix. So, but it was released on Netflix in the UK and other places.
Dubbed.
Earlier.
You're saying it was released dubbed.
Well, it was released earlier than the States on Netflix.
But the dubbed version?
Yeah. So people got it a month ago and we're getting it a month later. So there's all kinds of weird, licensing and money and all that other stuff. So I'm guessing that Beverly Hills Cop Axel F will be released wide on July 3rd. So the idea is we watch it on July 3rd, I hope, and then we record it the day after.
July 3rd.
Yeah. Well, maybe maybe the same day, and then I'll see if I can edit it quickly and get it out to the masses.
Yes, I'm in.
So anyway, let's get to the description. Oh, and by the way, my voice sounds like I am ill, and I am not ill. I don't know. It just sounds different. So enjoy the buttery smooth voice of the Popcorn Priest. Okay, so the description for this one: Axel Foley returns to Beverly Hills to help Taggart and Rosewood investigate Chief Bogomil's near-fatal shooting and the series of alphabet crimes associated with it. See, that description sucks worse than the first movie.
Yeah. I
Like-
mean, it's too spoilery.
Way too spoilery, dude. Near fatal. I guess we got to talk about it because we're right here. But when I watched it recently, I hadn't seen it for a long time, so I thought he died. So having that in
I
the
thought he was going
description,
to watching it.
yeah, like I'm like, that sucks.
That does suck.
Shame on you, IMDb. Shame on you.
They really need to step their game up
Bro.
on the descriptions.
I mean,
bad.
everyone probably thinks it's dumb listening to me give the description, and I always give the IMDb one because it's so terrible.
Right, I agree.
Like 9 times out of 10.
You have to stay committed to it because we need to make sure that people realize that IMDb needs to step their game up.
Yeah. I love IMDb because I use it all the
For
time.
sure.
But there's some things I'm trying to point out its weaknesses so it can become stronger.
Yeah, be better.
Top billed stars. Directed by Tony Scott. We unfortunately lost the breast,
We miss breast.
but I think we traded up for Tony. R.I.P.
Yes, he was a visionary.
Director of such hits as Top Gun, Days of Thunder, True Romance, Crimson Tide, Man on Fire, Deja Vu, and one of the sickest movies I love rewatching, Unstoppable.
Oh, such a good movie.
And Quentin Tarantino talks a lot about Unstoppable. He loves it. And he loves Top Gun, obviously,
Really?
too. But yeah, he loves Unstoppable.
Huh.
And it's
I
just
find that
a
interesting.
great movie. Just super fun.
I do like that one. But like I for a long time I didn't like Denzel Washington.
What?
I don't know why, but I will fully say what a mistake, because now I go back and I watch every single movie of his and he's just incredible.
Man, I almost punched my mic, dude, when you said that.
You should have. Yeah, it would have been acceptable.
Dude, the Equalizer series, unbelievable movies. So
I've
much
only
fun.
seen the first one.
I think they're on the second one and the third one might be on Netflix right now.
Oh no, I saw the second one. Yeah, I did see the
Third
the
one's
second
recent.
one. John Wick is the one that I've only seen the first one.
Oh my gosh. We might have just revealed the next series, bro. What is your problem?
Because the first one was so good that I'm just afraid that it went downhill from there.
Listen, why would they have 4 if it went downhill?
But the first one was really, really good.
I understand. But if you have chocolate cake and you like chocolate cake, wouldn't you want to have another piece of chocolate cake just to see if it's still good?
I mean, if you see me lately, you would know. Yes, the answer is yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh, dude, this is comical, but let's move on.
Okay.
Freaking John Wick. Okay. Top billed stars Eddie Murphy, Judge Reinhold, Jurgen Prochnow. Jurgen Prochnow.
Good old turkey.
Yeah, good old Jergy. John Ashton, Ronnie Cox, great last name, Bridget Nielsen, Paul Reiser, Dean Stockwell, and little old Gilbert Godfrey.
Yes. And who could forget Chris Rock?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. He's the Damon Wayans of this one.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly right. And we did trade breast out for Cox.
Yes, breast for
Yeah.
Cox
Not a
and
great trade.
Tony. Correct. All right, runtime of 1 hour and 40 minutes. 5 minutes shorter than the first one, which is fine with me. I'm down.
Yes, agreed.
Rated R. Genre on Rotten Tomatoes says action and comedy. And IMDb says action, comedy, crime. There's that dumb crime again.
That crime. You don't like that crime.
I mean, every movie has at least one crime in it. Is every movie a crime genre?
I understand what you're saying.
Stop
but
it.
okay.
Stop it. We don't need it. Just say action, crime, or even like cops. I'd rather just say cops. There's cops in it.
Especially like buddy cops, because it is a buddy cop movie, right?
Correct.
So I'm with you there.
All right. Speaking of IMDb, they give it a 6.5 out of 10 from 131,000 reviews. Rotten Tomatoes, however, gives it 46% from 39 critic ratings and 57% from 250,000 audience ratings.
Did that surprise you? That surprises me.
It surprises me. I'll be completely honest with you. It surprised me quite a bit.
Wow. Because normally IMDb is low on cool movies. Like usually they completely miss the mark. And it sounds like
I mean
six both are low.
Yeah, both are low. I mean, if it was in the sevens, anywhere from 7 to 8 is very high on IMDb. But it's just a little under.
Well, now I'm going to be interested to hear your rating next week.
Oh yeah, you should be.
Okay, I am.
Where to watch this right now? At the time of this recording, you can still stream this on Paramount Plus or Netflix, or you can rent it from your preferred purveyor of digital media. Or if you choose the highest tier of our Patreon account, you'll have access to the Popcorn Priest permanent collection. Go to patreon.com/Popcorn Priest for details. Yeah, it might not always be there, but right now you've got it on Paramount Plus and Netflix. But the streaming situation, you know how I feel about it.
I do, too many, for sure.
You gave me some homework last week, and actually it was 2 weeks ago on our part 1 of Beverly Hills Cop. I have done the homework, teacher, and I'm going to let it drop in numbers because it's a number, okay? But I did do the research that you asked me to do, so.
Sweet.
We're going to jump into Popcorn Reviews the Reviews.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
The last movie, we had some issues because there was only 1 out of 10, or 1 out of 10.
Right.
We got
the racist motherfucker.
Yes, that's how we are affectionately calling him.
Yes.
We have a full stack of 1s and 10s.
Okay.
What do you want to start with?
Let's start with a good one.
Okay. This is my favorite 10 out of 10. I like this one. It says Bevo 13678.
Okay.
Pretty solid sequel. Horse and guns and stuff. I really like the tall chick. 10 out of 10. That's it.
It's entire. That's amazing. oh man.
I really like the tall chick.
That dude works with his hands. I guarantee it.
Yeah, he's just like, I got to get back to plumbing.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, yes, on all counts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, horse and guns and stuff. Yeah. I like the tall chick.
Yeah.
Pretty solid sequel.
That's one of my favorite of all time.
Yeah, it's really great. All right, first 1 out of 10. The heat is off, says Zophos. This movie is widely acknowledged as being one of the worst sequels ever. Is it? Is it Zoloff? Zoloff? I'm going to start calling him Zoloff. It's Zophos. It's the same movie all over again, but without the intelligence, humor, and charm that made the first film such a winner. The screenplay for Beverly Hills Cop was nominated for an Oscar, and that just goes to show you how good the original movie was. This movie got no such recognition. Actor and director Mel Smith once saw this. By the way, I had to look up who Mel Smith is. He's referencing this actor as if he's like the best of all time. He was you know what? You've seen Princess Bride, I hope.
Of course.
Okay. I was going to break my mic off if you said no. The guy in the pit of despair, the albino, that's Mel Smith.
Okay.
So we're,
Is he just in a lot of movies?
I don't know. Why are we referencing Mel Smith's opinion here, guy? But here it is.
That's a weird thing.
Yeah, here it is. Here's Mel Smith's opinion on Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Okay.
Mel Smith once saw this movie at a royal premiere in London, and he said, That is the biggest load of crap you will ever sit through in your life. I would have left, but you couldn't, as there was royalty here. I couldn't agree more. You should only watch this film at gunpoint. Otherwise, don't waste 2 hours of your life that you won't get back. 1 out of 10.
Whoa. That it feels a little tense. Like that's there's vitriol. I don't like that.
I mean, it's not 2 hours. It's an hour. It's a crisp hour and 40 minutes. And I mean, I'm not looking up Mel Smith's reviews on all the movies that I watch.
No, dude, of course not.
All right. What are we on? 10 out of 10. Which one do I want to pick? There's 2 left. I'm going to save the long one for last. Absolutely excellent sequel. I said sequel. I don't know why I said that.
Soliloquy.
Soliloquy. Says Logan 323-516-061. That's his phone number if you'd like to call Logan. Okay.
Yeah. Did you just dox somebody?
Yes, I did. Please go call Logan right this minute and tell him thank you for your review. I finished a long day of working and decided to relax with a movie. I had a choice of all 3 Beverly Hills Cops, but I went with the second one. Okay, is the streaming service called Beverly Hills Cop and that's all you get to choose?
Not only that, did you start with number 2? Like, you can't do that.
He says I went with the second one, and I'm so glad I did.
But you can't do that.
I mean,
you can't start with number 2.
What a great...
There's a way of doing things.
I know, dude. I mean, I'm hoping that Logan has seen these before, and he just decided to watch the second one again.
I agree, but we can't assume that.
So
therefore, this guy probably lives alone.
Yes. All right. Logan says, what a great movie. Fantastic acting, great pacing, great stunts, and action. Murphy was at his comedic peak here. I also loved how in this sequel that they're all friends, whereas with the first Axel is at odds with Billy and Taggart. That's what makes you want a sequel. When you have good characters, but they're just getting to know each other. Sure, they're friends at the end, but you don't get to experience that next chapter with them. That's exactly what happened here. Often in sequels, the characters will go back to being at odds because writers like conflict, but not here. What started as Axel versus Beverly Hills becomes a group buddy cop movie. I absolutely love it. Most modern movies are made for nitwits, although this isn't Shakespeare.
He said nitwits. That's amazing.
Although this isn't Shakespeare, it's a fun ride with familiar friends. If you're willing to come along, you won't be disappointed. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I like the friendship element of this one.
It's my favorite part, dude. Spoiler alert.
I agree with him there.
Okay. All right. We need a 1 out of 10. Second 1 out of 10. Scott shows how to make everything stylish. But where is the substance? Says Policy 134. And by the way, per your request, I've started adding the dates of all these reviews in case you want to ask me. So this one was given in 2005.
I almost feel like you should give them without the request.
Oh, okay. I have them now. I'm starting to put them in my notes because of you. So I'll start saying.
Yeah.
Okay. 2005.
Wait.
Whoa.
2005?
Yeah, August of 2005.
Okay.
I was immensely disappointed when I saw this. After I had enjoyed most of the first Beverly Hills Cop, after I enjoyed most of, I mean, that's not good. I had high hopes for this one as well. To see British Nelson, I said British, Bridget Nelson in a big budget movie was also some sort of weird attraction to me at the time. Oh,
I wonder if he subscribes to good old Hugh Hefner's magazine.
Oh, man. And I thought that I could at least have some fun seeing some banter between her and Murphy. But the expectation was far more attractive than I actually saw it. They do share scenes, but there are only lame, suggestive remarks from Murphy, and Nielsen's character is so devoid of humor that you have a nagging suspicion that she was only cast as some sort of deal with Stallone, Nielsen's hubby at the time, since he was the star to be the star in the first movie. There's a poster of his Cobra character to further heighten the suspicion. Take this as a warning, : expect extreme agony through most of the running time, and please do not wait to go to the bathroom if you're watching at the same time. It's not worth the wait. 1 out of 10.
I feel like this guy is obsessed with Bridget Nielsen.
Oh man, he doesn't have Cobra posters in his room. He's got Bridget Nielsen posters.
I mean, I'm going to save any sort of spoilers as far as how I feel about this movie till next week.
Okay.
But to me was one of those guys that you're never going to please. It's like you were talking about the chocolate cake. Like, this guy clearly gets sick of chocolate cake.
Yeah. Well, he's like, give me a piece of the cake. I'll try it again. I already hate it, though. It's like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, if you don't like chocolate cake, then don't fucking eat it.
Yeah, quit asking for it. Quit getting around. It's like, I hate chocolate cake, but I'm going to the chocolate cake party tonight. It's like
it's the only thing on the menu, and he feels like, well, I have to have dessert, so I guess I'm going to order this fucking chocolate cake. Don't order it, dude.
Yeah, I say it all the time, but yes. All right. Our last 1 out of 10, or excuse me, 10 out of 10. What's with the hate? Says Monkeys Galore from, he did this in 2018. So pretty recent. I mean, recently.
Yeah.
While there are many that like this movie, I've seen a lot of people who hate on it too, and I don't understand it. This movie was awesome. I think it's as good as, if not better, than the first one. I mean, it delivers on every promise it makes, and it's especially good in comparison with the third film. So just take it for what it is and you'll have a fun time. The film greatly benefits from Tony Scott's masterful direction, and he truly is a virtuoso when it comes to directing action films. I really love some of his other work, particularly his films with Denzel Washington. Correct. And he crafts some excellent action set pieces here. While the Beverly Hills Cop films have never been accused of being action heavy, what is here is quite good, particularly the final oil field shootout, which was very memorable. I would even go as far as to say that Scott's direction here tops that of Brest, who was responsible for every bit as good of an original film. A problem that a lot of people had with this one was that it was pretty much just a repeat of the first film, and that very little set this one apart. But honestly, isn't that the point of a sequel? I mean, yes, it would be nice to see a different film, but I don't agree that this is a repeat of the first one. The appeal of a sequel is that if you liked the first one, then you'll like the sequel. It has the same characters, same plot elements, same actors, but a newer situation. It takes everything that people liked about the first one and adds a little more to it here. The sequel did have a different situation, although it still had the feel of the first one, which is one of the things that made it so good. Everything that made the original a classic is still here, but there's now more of it. And I think this makes a good sequel. It worked with Die Hard 2 and Lethal Weapon 2. Different villains, same characters, same relationships, same action, same humor, different setting. Overall, this film is, at least to me, underappreciated, and it does a lot of great things. If you've seen the first Beverly Hills Cop, then you'll like this one. I mean, even the iconic theme and obligatory Pointer Sisters song are here as well. Watch it and decide for yourself. 10 out of 10.
There's a lot to unpack there, and I think it'll be unpacked over the series of this week and at the finish of the show next week.
Correct.
But I don't feel like it was the same.
I feel like there were some similarities for sure, which is like what he's saying. The stuff that you like, you want that again, right? And then a little other tweaks.
For sure.
But yeah, I kind of agree with Monkeys Galore.
I don't feel like it was near the same movie. Like the dialogue was very different. So no, I disagree with those that say it was just the same movie repackaged. No, I don't agree with that.
I'm just noticing something because I'm about to read our last one out of 10, and it's the same guy as our first 1 out of 10. He did 2 1 out of 10s.
The first one was sweet, wasn't it?
It was the one about Mel Smith, how he said that he hated it. It's the same.
Here's the question.
It's the same guy.
What are the dates of each one?
Okay, this is the only one that I didn't get. Okay, I started doing it after that. Okay, I'm sorry. I remembered halfway through. I'm like, oh, Dan wants dates, so I don't have the date on this one. I need to go find that out. I'm sorry.
And this is why you need the date, because
I know
right now I'm really wondering if this guy forgot
and watched it again.
Watched it again like 8 years later.
Oh
and
man,
then left another review.
I'm an idiot, dude. You're right. You're exactly right. Well, I'm sorry. I don't have it. I have it on all the other ones, but these 2 from Zophos.
Okay.
Or what did I call him? Zoloft? It's from Zoloft.
Zoloft. Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to, you know how like they have those warnings on movies now? Sometimes like if you're watching Disney, it'll like an old movie, like me and my family just watched Swiss Family Robinson from the 60s. And they have this little thing that comes on and it says, just so you're aware, there's some cultural insensitivity in this movie. We've kept it in here, but we know that it's wrong. So please know that we don't like it, but we're keeping it in its original form. Okay? That's one of those warnings that I'm giving you right now, okay?
I've never seen these.
This is not for me. This is not my views. This is Zoloft's views, okay?
Okay.
All right, there. My warning is done. A heaping pile, says Zoloft. Unless you like Eddie Murphy when he was not funny anymore and just made movies for a paycheck, this movie is a heaping pile of crap. The smell just oozes out of the screen.
Oh.
Cow manure and Nigerian people, 1 out of 10.
Oh my God.
Dude.
What in the fuck?
What is going on with this review?
Write that. Whoa.
I can't even believe it. That's why I told you there was a warning. I warned you.
What is it about Beverly Hills Cop that brings out the KKK members?
Man,
Good
people are
Lord.
really disgusting.
He said, what?
Cow manure and Nigerian people.
Oh my.
That doesn't even make any sense.
No.
Oh my
no,
gosh.
Somebody needs to find this human being and, well, I won't finish that.
Yeah, let's moving right along.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Let's get into should or shouldn't you watch this? I got 5 reasons why you should watch whoa.
Ooh. And a double air horn.
Whoa. My finger was off the button. Maybe my equipment was like trying to sage
itself?
Sage the room.
Yeah.
That was awesome. All right, 5 reasons. You tell me if there's any that I missed. All right. Number 1, if you like Eddie Murphy, this is for you.
For sure.
Number 2, I know I said this last week. Well, the week when we did Should You Watch This for Beverly Hills Cop 1. But this is even more relevant this time. If you like buddy cop comedies, this is for you.
For sure.
Number 3, if you like Tony Scott, this has his signature all over it, which is great in my opinion. And number 4, if you'd like to have an intricate, thrilling, amazingly written plot, then this isn't for you. But by the way, it doesn't need to be. It's fine. It doesn't really matter to me for this type of movie. This is great. It's fine. I like it. I don't care. I don't need a plot from Seven to get me into this movie. I just need the characters, the songs, the cool cinematography of Tony Scott, and the action set pieces. That's all I need, and I'm good.
I'm with you on that.
Well, last but not least, sorry again for repeating myself, but if for some reason you are a fan of Eddie Murphy and you like movies and you like comedies, but you've never watched this like our good friend of the pod, Mr. Sacklunch, then please rectify your error and watch this.
100%.
All right. Any other reasons why you should watch Beverly Hills Cop 2?
If you like 80s hot chicks, then you'll love not the opening scene, but when he first arrives in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, it's very fun.
It's very fun and quintessential 80s.
Yeah,
So,
and very Beverly Hills Cop. Like they always have this kind of montage, and it's awesome.
Yes. So if you like that 80s style montage with super hot 80s girls, this is for you.
Correct. All right. By the numbers.
For God's sake, just give me the damn number!
Oh, sorry. Did you have any other reasons? I kind of jumped.
No, we got it.
Okay.
No,
all right.
you didn't. We're good.
All right. What's the budget for Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Gosh, this one's tough. I would probably say
Keep in mind, last one,
million?
47. Okay. Last one was, I think it was 15. Correct. 15 million. Okay. And that was 84.
And this was 88, 87.
87. Correct.
Okay, then I
You
need
said-
to come down off that
Very
number.
good. Very good is very good. Whatever.
Observation.
Observation, yes.
I would probably put this one at 28 million then.
That's really good. It's 20 million.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And I
I
have
was expected a little more.
a little bit more. Yeah. I was thinking 25 to 30. That's where I would have pegged it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Do you want to guess? I have the domestic box office haul and international box office haul separated. And then I also have an adjusted for inflation as well.
Yeah, domestic, I'd probably say, based off that first one, it's massive numbers, which is just wild to me. I don't think this one did the same. I'd probably put this one at like 85 million.
It's not close, but it's 153 million.
Really?
Which is still insane, dude. Because Beverly
That
Hills
is
Cop
insane.
1 was 234 domestic.
Holy cow.
Insane
What
numbers.
is that adjusted for inflation?
The 200 or the 153?
No. The 153.
153. I just have adjusted for inflation for both domestic and international together.
Oh, okay.
But you can do the
That's
math.
all right.
Yeah, you can do the math. So let me give you the
Okay.
the international. It is 123. So almost matching,
Wow.
which is higher than the first one.
Right.
So grand total of
Okay.
276 million. Adjusted for inflation, that's 423 million.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
That is huge.
Huge. Yeah.
I mean, especially off of that budget.
Correct.
$20 million budget.
Correct. And listen to this. It grossed 26 million domestically in its opening weekend alone. Then it had the biggest opening weekend gross in history, breaking the record set by Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom in 1984, which beat it out domestic or internationally in the first one. So it actually beat that record for this film, for this release.
Yeah. The international one's tough only because of some of the things we alluded to last week, where it's like, what was the actual release? Like, I'm sure this one got released in way more regions and theaters
Oh, yeah.
than the first one.
Correct. Yeah, you're right. They knew that they had a hit. I mean, they had a hit already, and so they're like, let's get this in front of more eyeballs.
Yeah,
Correct.
for sure.
All right, I do have the top 10 for 1987, and I have a couple
That
of.
last,
Oh man,
the top 10 from from BHC1 was incredible.
Probably my most favorite year of movies.
I could agree.
Top
I
10.
think I would agree with it.
All bangers, dude. This one's more interesting to me than like exciting, but there's still some, it's interesting. 1987. So number one, Three Men and a Baby is number one.
Okay. It's a good movie. I enjoy it.
Okay. Before I keep going, where do you think Beverly Hills Cop landed of the top 10?
Probably number 4.
That's really close. It was number 3. Fatal Attraction beat it out at number 2, which is crazy to me.
Just because everybody wanted to see. Yeah.
What's her name? I just forgot her name.
Oh, no, wait. I was thinking of Basic Instinct.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of too, dude.
Okay, good.
Oh, that like, let's just move on. All right.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 2 is number 3. Good Morning Vietnam, 4. Moonstruck,
Good movie.
5.
Not good.
Not good. The Untouchables is 6. Great. The Secret of My Success is 7, which surprised me.
I don't know what that is.
I love it. It's a movie with Michael J. Fox. It's really fun.
Oh, is it the one where he starts in the mail for his uncle?
No, I think maybe it is.
If it's that one, then it's really good.
Yeah. Number 8 is Stakeout, which is sick.
Okay.
Number 9, Lethal Weapon, the first one.
Great.
Which arguably Beverly Hills Cop paved the way for that. And Another 48 Hours. Like all these Eddie Murphy vehicles, paved the way for Lethal Weapon. Number 10, The Witches of Eastwick, which I've never seen.
No.
And then I got 2 honorable mentions. Number 11 is Dirty Dancing.
Great.
Which I can't believe is not way higher than that because it was a juggernaut.
Agreed.
And then Predator is number 12.
Great. Yeah. Yeah, that's not as solid a list as I would have like. It's just good. There's a lot of good movies in there.
Yeah.
But no real, big time bangers.
Not like 84. No.
Yeah.
And just to give you an idea of like where Eddie was at in this time frame, he was releasing number ones one after another for like eight back-to-back movies. This year, he number 20 on the list of top 10 movies is his special Eddie Murphy Raw.
Oh, great.
So this,
by the way.
Yeah, so this guy's got a top 3 movie, and then his comedy special is topping the charts.
Yeah, I mean he was it in Hollywood.
Correct. There you have it.
Okay.
I have my homework assignment, and then we don't have a lot of numbers for this week. So you asked me week 1 of Beverly Hills Cop how much Eddie Murphy made and how much it was the room that Eddie got in the first one when it comes to adjusted for inflation. Well, not adjusted for inflation, because we did talk about that. It was like $600 or something. What does it cost now? If I wanted to go to that same hotel and buy the same room, what does it cost? So I did that research. So I have some bad news for you on the Eddie Murphy salary. All I got was very like rumory based research.
I'll take it.
So
it's acceptable.
Beverly Hills Cop 1, rumors say $1 million with a back end deal that potentially totaled $14 million.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Which seems low to me, but maybe not.
Really? But based on inflation, the numbers that you gave me, that's probably between 25 and 30 million.
Yeah, I guess that's huge. Yeah, I guess that's huge.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And then this one, he got $8 million up front, supposedly. Again, not confirmed, just what I read. And then they're saying that he most likely also got a back end deal, but was undisclosed.
Probably a similar back end deal. So
yeah.
Okay.
And then Beverly Hills.
Money well spent.
Yeah, money well spent. Yeah, pay people who are giving you a lot of money.
Amen.
Duh. If someone's a top earner, keep paying them, dude. Jeez.
Amen to that.
And then Beverly Hills Cop 3, he got $15 million up front.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm assuming another deal at the end, but that one, we'll get into that, when we review it. It didn't do as well. Here's a quote. Following is a statement in Playboy magazine from 2015. Okay. Let me come back to this because I forgot to give you the details for the hotel.
Yeah, the rate.
Yeah. So the hotel is called the Baltimore in LA. It's not the Wilshire that we thought it was when we were talking about it last time. So this was kind of hard for me because
Wait. Is it the Biltmore?
Oh, Biltmore. What did I say?
Baltimore.
Oh, yeah. It's the Biltmore.
Yeah, okay.
Not the Baltimore.
Like, wait a minute. Like, the most famous hotel in Beverly Hills is the Biltmore. So.
It's the Biltmore. Yeah.
Okay.
So there are a lot of different, like you could go stay here. It's pretty economical. Like you could go get a room for $200 or $300, just a normal, like, king room. But remember, he got I think he got the one step down from the presidential suite. I think he got one of the suites. Currently, there's 2 suites that are the most expensive. And I had to almost book it to get the price because it was like not showing on the website. There's a suite called the Music Suite, which has a baby grand piano in it. I guess if you want a piano in your room, that one, guess how much that one is a night? $1,500 a night.
Good Lord.
And then, so that's probably similar to what he got. It's 1,900 square feet. And then the presidential suite, which potentially he could have gotten, I don't know. His room was pretty big. This is 4,100 square feet. So almost as big as my house. Okay.
Yeah, you got a big house.
Bigger than my house, or smaller than my house, but pretty insane. 4,100 square feet is a giant room.
Correct.
It's 2 floors. Okay. It's giant. How much is that?
It's got to be 10K a night.
It's $3K.
$3K.
But I just booked it for like a couple weeks in the future. So there's probably times where it's astronomical during
5. Yeah.
Yeah. 5
Good
to
Lord.
7.
That's wild.
Yeah. Wild.
And how much to stay again?
I think it was like $230.
$30 a night?
230. Let's see. I'm going to go back to my research. The quoted rate for his hotel room was $235, and adjusted for inflation to 2019, it was $630.
Yeah.
So it's like tripled, almost over doubled the price over the next 5-6 years.
Yeah, hotels are expensive, man.
Yeah.
They're super expensive.
Correct.
Which is surprising with Airbnb like competing so much. It's surprising how expensive hotels are.
Correct.
Okay. That's good stuff, dude.
All right. So let me give you this quote. And this is from Eddie Murphy. And there's a slight spoiler in here. So I'm sorry, but I don't care. So this is a Playboy interview from 2015. And Eddie Murphy is saying, and before it happens, referring to the 4th film's shooting, they've got to get the script right. That movie has to be right. And the 3rd Beverly Hills Cop was garbage. These movies, when I travel overseas, people say in a foreign accent, "Hey, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley." They call me that shiz. If we do that movie, it has to be right, not just thrown together to get a big paycheck. I don't need any more of those because he's just super wealthy. Yeah. I thought I'd put that in there because it's related to his paycheck, which to me, that's kind of cool. Yeah, granted, he's probably getting paid. Like Eddie Murphy's not going to get paid, but he's going into this 4th one with hey, I just want to make a great movie, which is good.
Which he usually does. So now I'm going to be interested to see Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah.
Because, like it clearly is falling short by everybody's standards. So
correct.
I'll be interested to see it.
Correct. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it for that reason as well, because I haven't watched it yet. But I've seen it before, but yeah.
Right.
All right, I only have 2 more numbers and then we're done for this week, but I now looked up the F word count and the body count.
For this one?
Yes.
Well, the F word count is way lower, which was disappointing.
I knew you'd say that.
I'm super disappointing. I'd probably put the F word count at like probably 12.
It's 28
Wow.
versus 60 from the first one.
Yeah, I noticed it. Like, it was noticeable to me, and it felt like it was missing. I'm not going to lie.
Maybe there's a correlation between the F-bombs and the box office numbers.
Yeah, could be.
So let's hope.
And the body count is probably much higher on this one, too.
It is higher, but I don't know about much higher.
I'd probably say, like maybe 37?
No. So the first movie was 7, right? This one is 13.
What?
Mm-hmm. I don't know who killed who, but there's 13 deaths.
I mean, there was 3 in the racetrack heist alone.
Yes. I mean, everything in the internet is true, so 13 is probably really accurate. Unless I go,
right.
There are
I'll put an asterisk on it.
Okay. There are some YouTube channels that do like body count videos where they cut all the death scenes together and then there's like a counter in the right-hand corner, but I couldn't find one for this movie. Well, any parting thoughts?
Right. No, I'm excited to get to next week. Like I'll be with bated breath. So
yeah,
I think we did it justice.
We did. At this point, there may be some spoilers up ahead, so if you want to watch and then come back next week and join us for our breakdown of Beverly Hills Cop 2 from 1987. And I've had multiple people tell me that as soon as this music starts playing, they are not listening to anything that I'm saying. So, and also all of my videos and posts that have this in it are not monetizable now. And I don't even care. So, because it's such a sick beat. But I'm on the social media. I dare you to message the great Popcorn Priest at Popcorn Priest. I love movies and would love it if you'd share the love. Share this with the movie lover in your life. For the cost of a cup of coffee, you can help the Popcorn Priest support his movie addiction and allow him to keep giving you these labor of love reviews at a small cost by visiting patreon.com/Popcorn Priest. Lastly, the easiest way to support the show and the most free is like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Easier than finding another cop killer. As always, thanks for listening, and thanks to my special guest, Mr. Sack Lunch. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely, brother. Appreciate you having me on.
Join us next week for part 2 of Beverly Hills Cop 2 from 1987. We'll see you next week.